Today's guest is extremely polarizing. She starred in a reality show on Netflix called The Ultimatum. Make some noise for Khanya one time.
Firstly, the show got the ratings that it got because of me. I am and was the main character. I carried the show.
Do you think you mean? Because that's what most people say about you. They say you vow, you're a mean person. Do you actually feel you're a mean person?
I actually don't care. I mean, this is me.
And Netflix is like a big production.
Where's the money? Where's my money? You know, you can't keep patting me on the back and giving me high fives. Yeah.
So you saying you are not fully compensated for your contribution on the show? That's sad.
I think you know, talent being exploited in this country has been a thing for years now. And the only regret I have is just no, I don't regret having a baby, but I regret having a baby with who I had the baby with.
Ooh, okay. Would you want your son to date someone like you? All right, my people. Big major announcement. The L-Tido podcast is nominated for Podcast of the Year. That's what's up. That's what's up. And it's a good time for us to celebrate. Shout out to Royal Flush. You know what I'm saying? For this collaboration. God, if I say so myself, this tastes really smooth. Made in France. So it hits real different. You know what I mean? So, man, we in good spirits on the L-Tido podcast. Dope collaborations. We're taking this thing to higher heights. Come on, let's get it, man. Let's get the show on the road. Let's go.
This is what we're here for. It's the L-Tido podcast.
Joe.
Why am I the host?
I'm not dear myself, Lil Wayne, Rick Ross.
Let's go.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to the L-Tido podcast. Today we got a fire episode for you guys. Today's guest is extremely polarizing. She starred in a reality show on Netflix called The Ultimatum. Make some noise for Khanya one time. Hey, Khanya.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks. And you?
Can't complain. Good spirits. Thank you for coming to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Today, I want to get to know you a little bit better. I know a lot of people have opinions about you, how they feel about you. Let's get to know you a little bit better.
Okay.
You from PE, right? Tell us about your life in PE and your family dynamic. Did you grow up with both your mother and your father?
Well, I was born in PE, left PE when I was about 6-7 years old and moved up to Joburg, and I've been in Joburg ever since. I know I've spent about a year in London and Dublin and then came back.
Okay, international girl.
And then spent 2 years in the Eastern Cape, and I've been in Joburg ever since. So I'm a Joburger, but born in PE. And yeah, I grew up, I was raised by my stepdad.
Okay.
So my mom got married when I was about 11. So yeah.
So it was just you and your mom before your stepdad came at 11?
Yeah.
Was that difficult for you growing up without a dad at that time? Or were you conscious? Did you even know that there was a dad missing when you were young?
I don't think it mattered to me. All I knew is that, you know, my mom's my bestie. And yeah, I was just so glad to have, you know, this best friend, to have my mom as my best friend. My life was just centered around my mom, and my mom's life was centered around me. That's how it was before.
So your mom held it down so much that you didn't feel a space of a dad missing?
Yeah, a little too much. People were complaining that, you know, she's spoiling me. Maybe she was overcompensating, but I didn't feel the whole dad absence at
Is
all.
Khanya spoiled brat?
No, not anymore. Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Okay. And then
Yeah.
your stepdad came through, and then how did that affect you? Did life change when he came through?
Not really changed, but now I had a father figure. I had a male father figure at home, and yeah, that was nice.
Is it important for a woman to have a father figure?
It matters.
How?
It
Please
plays a role.
enlighten me. Why is it important?
I mean, you don't want people to be like, oh, that's why a person's like this because they've got daddy issues or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, but it matters having a man in the house, to help raise you,
Mm-hmm.
and so you're able to navigate, relationships with the opposite sex and
Mm-hmm.
interactions and all of that. And yeah, it's just a healthy dynamic to be
Okay,
surrounded by.
if you say that, right?
Mm.
What you having a father figure, what did it help you with in your relationships?
To know by now what's the role of a man.
What
You
is the
know,
role of a man in a relationship?
a man is supposed to, play his role, which is to take care of a woman, protect and provide.
As I ngitshela ukuthi I need to watch the Ultimatum South Africa.
Yes, we were taught from a very
Like,
young
you guys are
age
bad
how
people.
to look after our siblings because
Oh my God, guys.
As for Khanya, guys, if you find it hard to understand the definition and description in the dictionary of a narcissist, loya mntwana yi narcissist of note, to a point where I don't hate her. I actually feel very sorry for her. She goes below the belt, tells you how low she is as far as her self-esteem is concerned, that she always goes for like undermining people and looking down on people and saying things that you're a boy, you're poor, you're dirty, you're ugly, you're fat, you're this and that. It's all about trying to bring her to a level of self-esteem. And when I look at her, I'm like, if I had an altercation with her,
The show comes out, extreme success.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody is telling me about the show everywhere I go. Tito, you need to watch the Ultimatum. Tito, you need to watch the Ultimatum. I don't watch these reality shows about love. It's not my thing. But everywhere I went, and your name kept on coming up. Yo, you need to see this girl, Khanya. You made so many people mad. You are like literally the villain of the show. How did you feel about the backlash of the show?
Firstly, the show got the ratings that it got because of me. I am and was the main character. I carried the show. And simple as that. So the backlash came with that. And I don't know, even in the show, like before the show even aired, within the show, within cast members, it was just opinions all around. And it's whatever, I just ruffled some feathers. I made some people uncomfortable. It comes with, the territory.
Okay. And I actually saw you allude to like you were like the authentic person on the show and the cast members were fake. Do you still feel that way?
Yeah, I mean, I could have I still do feel that way. I mean, I could have easily, done the same thing, come on there and, decided to, maintain this persona for about a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Just like, okay, fine, I've got 3 weeks to pretend to be someone I'm not and whatever. Could have easily done that. That's the easier route. But I just decided, listen, I'm going to show up as my broken, hurting real self, take it or leave it, and that's when I realized people always go on about, oh my gosh, keep it real, authenticity. But then no one's really ready for that, as they say they are. So, yeah.
Okay. So tell me now, you being the villain and you carrying the show, most people when we watch a reality show, we want to know, is this thing real or is it scripted? Was Ultimatum scripted?
The Ultimatum was, I mean, it is a reality show. It
Yeah.
was real. However, there were certain scenarios that we
Okay.
were put into.
Okay.
It's like you get put into this little box and then react, and it's like, so it's not really scripted. It's certain scenarios and outcomes were orchestrated, but not scripted.
Okay.
Yeah.
So whoever we saw on the on TV, that was like really you.
I was the villain, and that's that, and they ran with it.
Do you think you mean? Because that's what most people say about you. They say you vow you're a mean person. Do you actually feel you're a mean person?
I actually don't care. I mean, this is me, mean, horrible, whatever. I mean, people like talking about backlash, and people are like, "Oh my gosh, you're such a mean, horrible, blah 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 blah." And I'm like, okay, tell me something I don't know. Like, you know, and I think that's when now people started coming up with other stories like, oh my gosh, like calling her a mean, horrible bitch isn't good enough to take her down. Let's come up and create other stories.
What other stories came about that shocked
You
you?
have it. I don't want to, entertain certain things, but it's like whatever stories people came up with, it's fine. So people know not to mess with me. Like whether I don't even like whatever. It's like, yeah, I'm not gonna entertain, lies because, people feel like because they don't like you, then they're gonna try and do and say all these things to try and bring you down or
So there were
whatever.
lies also brought up about you?
Yes, definitely. Lots
What
and
kind
lots
of
of
lies?
lots of
Like
lies and
this okay, this
misinformation.
is a platform where we can actually discuss all of that. If there's misinformation, if there's lies, let's put them to rest. Like what kind of lies were they saying about you?
You're the one. I haven't been looking
Okay.
comments
We
and
saw
stuff.
we saw like I mean I saw a couple of like videos when we were doing our research since I'm like a professional journalist and all, you know what I mean? I saw like people that had a lot to say. I saw some amazing clip on TikTok. What do you feel about what Sumizi said about you?
Firstly, none of these people know me personally. Never, maybe never will. But it's just opinions. They've just watched certain scenes and episodes of me, and they've made up their own story and summarized and whatever, whatever. But they don't know me. I know myself. I know my truth. I know who I am. Okay, I'm mean, so I'm a good person. I don't have to walk around trying to prove that and whatever, whatever. And I've never been obsessed with people liking me, and I've never been a people pleaser anyway. So whatever you think of me, like yakole or whatever. Yeah.
Okay. Um, and then who else did we see react to the show? Besides me, do you see anyone else react to the show?
To be honest, I was like, okay, fine. This is what's going on. Firstly, I don't have Twitter, so I was like,
You don't
yeah.
have Twitter? Why not?
I feel like I'm the type of person who wouldn't be able to contain myself. Like I have the urge to respond, to go back.
Yeah, but that's Twitter too.
But I don't want to engage in that. Like it's
Okay.
like, yeah, it's just too much toxicity.
Okay.
Yeah.
You are saying you spoke about you carrying the show and you being the person that's spoken about on the show. Were you compensated for your contribution to the show, making it popular? Were you compensated by? Did Netflix compensate you for that?
Yeah, I wish, but it's no.
What is that?
No, but I actually wish I got a lot more. Actually, I wish I got money for that. Um, I don't know if royalties apply to reality TV, but um, there should be a level of, oh my gosh, the ratings, because because people actually were coming up to me, even, without me saying too much, even within, before shooting the reunion, people were coming to me, production included, like, thanks, Khanya, like, blah, blah, pat on the back, the show is probably an 8 because of you. And I'm thinking, where's the money? Where's my money? You can't keep patting me on the back and giving me high fives. Yeah.
So you were saying you were not fully compensated for your contribution on the show?
Mm-mm.
That's sad. So you couldn't go back and negotiate, like, hey guys, like, no.
Maybe later, but nothing so far.
And Netflix is like a big, big, big production, you know? It's sad, like the industry is this type of way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like whatever you sometimes you put in, you don't get that equally back, you know? We need to have a discussion about that on the episode about this, about artists and creatives being compensated fully for their work.
I think talent being exploited in this country has been a thing for years now.
Yeah.
I'm just shocked. I never thought I'm not a victim of it. I'm just saying I'm just shocked certain things are still not in place regarding that.
Yeah. Not to pry too much into your business, but this is a show to also educate people. Like for someone being on a reality show on Netflix, right? what would be the payment be? What is the structure? Are you guys paid weekly, monthly? How does it work?
I don't want to get I don't want to get
It
into it
doesn't
too
have to be
much.
technical in terms of like the exact amount, but just like how does it work so people know? Do they pay you for each episode monthly? Do they pay every cast the same way? Do they pay you exactly the same as
There was
Nola?
no how do I put this? No, but for many pocket money, I don't know.
What? What you mean?
No, but there was no actual formal form of payment. It
There was no actual formal payment.
what do you call this? Not pocket money, stipend of sort.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there is no
And
structure.
from that, we had to buy our own food and all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. So for a reality show on Netflix, you don't get a formal like payment. They just give you pocket money and you buy your own food out of that.
Don't quote me too much, but we didn't get, well, nah. You know.
You never got like an official payment from that thing. No, but as much as it's like it's funny but not funny because guys, like we need to speak about these things. You know what I'm saying? Because the industry needs to build and we need to have these type of
I
conversations.
don't know, everyone's been tiptoeing around this.
Yeah.
And I know for me, if it's a problem for me, then it's a problem for one or two people. But yeah.
Damn, that's concerning actually. Very
it's
concerning.
sad.
So
and
then
alarming.
after the pocket money that you guys would get, like, because I mean that's what you gave it after the pocket money. Then after the show is out, there's no like, hey guys, this show was a success. This is the amount of money that you guys are gonna get from the show.
Zilch.
You got zero from that. But going into the show, you were comfortable with everything. I'm just asking.
You know what? With these type of things, you know, you assume
Yeah.
that you know, compensation and stuff will follow in terms of how well the show does. You know, like it's just like royalties, like any other
Yeah.
creative. You put something out and then you see, you know, what happens in the end, like you know, the results and returns and whatever. And you know, I was thinking, okay, maybe you know, towards the end and blah blah blah. You know, of how you know, and the turnout was really good. You know, the viewership and the Nansika was very good. So I was very disappointed when I found out that no, that's got nothing to do with you.
Damn.
Yeah. Even though
And-
I'm the reason the show got all the ratings that it got.
I can't cap, you know. Like I'll give you that. Like I watched the show based on what people told me about what you doing on the show. Looking back at it and you looking at the show, is there any moment you regret from the show where you look at like, man, I shouldn't have said that.
You know what? I actually regret nothing about the show. The only thing I apologize for is, you know, just body shaming. Other than that, I don't regret anything, and I just, yeah, just I
Oh, you don't regret pouring wine on that guy there?
get off the bed. You know,
Yeah.
like why should I regret pouring wine on him when he decided to sleep with someone else on the show off the premises of where we were shooting at?
What? Did he really sleep? He didn't sleep with that girl, did he?
So, yeah, so it's just one of those things. But I didn't know that at the time. And even after shooting, I didn't know this because this is something he's been denying over and over and over. So when I eventually found it, I'm like, psh, pouring wine on him was nothing, actually. So I don't regret anything. I just shouldn't have body shamed. And I should have handled one or two, you know, situations and scenarios slightly better. And the only regret I have is just, no, I don't regret having a baby, but I regret having a baby with who I had the baby with.
Ooh. Okay. We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll
Okay.
get there. Another situation that I saw on the show that made my jaw drop is you speaking to the Nigerian guy. I don't know. What's his name?
No, he's not
guys?
Nigerian, he's Congolese.
He's Congolese. Right. My South Africans, we think everyone. No, but he's okay. He's Congolese. the guy was in the house with you, right? And the guy spent like 3 days with you and whatever, and he was like, "You are not cooking." You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not cooking food. He's expecting when he's with a woman, sharing company with a woman to cook. You never cook no food, and you never wash dishes for like a whole week and everything. You don't regret acting that way, or you feel that's the correct way for you to be acting at the moment?
He's not my husband. I know we're in a trial marriage. He's not my husband, and even for my boyfriends in real life, I'm not your helper. I'm not your ndondon.
How so? Even in a relationship, like if you dating some guy, you expect the guy to, you as a woman, you expecting the guy to like, okay, be the provider at the house, provide everything, be the security at the house. But I am not your wife, so I can't cook for you. So I mean,
No,
like,
I do. I mean, I can cook, and I do cook every now and then.
yeah,
I do wash dishes every now and then, but then there's a dishwasher. Like there's no need now for me to be hovering over the stove, and
there is a need. People need to eat.
24/7.
It doesn't need to be 24/7, but it has to be now
No,
and then.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like I know my way around the kitchen, and yeah, but there's no
Really?
need for me to be stuck there
Okay.
the whole
So
24/7
Khanya
all day
can
every
cook?
day. Yes, I can.
For real. What dish? What dish is your specialty?
Mm.
Like maybe you can boil eggs. And
No, guys, I can cook.
For real. We're gonna have after reaction to the show. Kanya's gonna cook us a meal. We'll tell you guys how it went. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
For real, you can cook. Okay. So
and I'm actually good at it.
okay. So in that situation, you felt you dealt with that situation correctly
Which one?
with the Congolese guy, like you being in the house, not cooking, not washing dishes, and he's the one doing that for 7 days or whatever.
Firstly, I didn't ask him to wash dishes. Secondly, um, who's been cooking for him? How old is he? I don't know. Like, what has he been eating all his life? And who, like, so now all of a sudden he meets me now, must be a chef. What has he been eating? How has he been surviving all these years?
But he's in a company of you. Like I mean, I think you guys would share those roles.
No, but yeah. I mean, I did cook for him. They just didn't capture that.
For real.
Once or twice, maybe.
What did you make?
I think I made, I popped some, wings in the oven and made some salad. And yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's cooking. Mos.
Yeah, it is. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So then obviously the show comes out, big success, you know what I'm saying? And then you went in there with your man, Nkateko, okay? You guys made up, broke up, made up and everything, but we did find out at the end of the show, the show's supposed to end obviously with someone proposing to you. But he gave you a promise ring instead of proposing to you. And you turned down the promise ring. Can you tell us the reason why you turned down the promise ring?
A promise ring was never an option. It was, it was never an option. And I don't know who told him promise ring was an option. And I feel like a promise ring was just equivalent to everything that he's been doing, just making promises after promises. I'm gonna this, I'm gonna that, I'm gonna this. And I'm like, this is why I brought you to the show, because you need to do what you say do what you said you're going to do, which is marry me or I will move on. And, at the end of it all, he still didn't do what he said he would do, which was propose and whatever. So I was like, listen, I'm like, this is not what I signed up for. This is not what we spoke about. This is not what the experiment is about. And you've lost the plot once again. Promise ring for who? For what? What is this? And also that ring, why, the way it came out, where's the,
What do you mean?
no, like, where's the actual box? I mean, not that I haven't been proposed to, but I have been
Oh,
borderline
you've been
married.
proposed to before?
I've been borderline married once or twice.
No, borderline married.
No, like,
Yeah.
like,
What is
Yeah.
borderline married? Were you married or not? Like, what you mean?
No, not married, but
Okay,
like
borderline. Explain what you mean when you said you were borderline married.
where someone is literally planning on proposing and you get cold feet and and then
Who got cold feet? The guy.
me.
Oh, you got cold feet.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So actually I don't think I'm interested in I don't think I'm keen on marriage anymore.
You guys know that Drew Hill is coming to the country. Make sure you get your tickets in association with Ringas. Dog, you don't want to miss out on this one. Trust me. You win a VVIP experience. We're going to give you guys all the details in the description. Make sure you lock in. Come on. Shout out to Ringas. You know how we do. I want to find out what type of guy is marriage material for Khanya? Like for you to say, I like this. This guy I can marry. What type of guy is marriage material? What attributes does he need to have for you to say, I can marry this guy?
That guy,
Yeah.
he needs to be caring,
Okay.
loving, knows what it means to take care of a woman fully, must be a provider and beyond. And
Like us saying provider, that's relative. You know what I'm saying? Like let's dig into that. Like what do you mean by provider?
like he must provide.
Yeah, like that's something that's relative. Like what am I providing? Like if I'm giving you 2,000 every month, am I providing?
No.
No.
Um
So what is providing? Like
it's hard now.
okay.
Yeah.
Explain to me. If I'm taking care of your bills, like how? Explain it to me.
Just being supportive,
Khanya,
and
come on. Supportive is relative. Let's get to it. We want to know. Guys are out there watching the show. They want to be husband material for someone. You know what I'm saying? Let's speak about it. Like so guys actually know that okay,
to just pay all the bills, and
you must
then
pay all the bills.
all of them.
Eh.
And then
Y'all niggas ready to pay all the bills? Cops, are you married? Yeah.
pay all the bills. No, guys, I've tried the other way. No, guys.
You've
no.
tried which way? Of
Bob the
being
Builder.
50-50?
Ooh, I don't know what it's called, but I've tried and it's not for me.
So the Bob the Builder 50-50 does not work for you. The only one
No,
that
I've
works for
tried
you
myself.
is for the guy to pay all the bills.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you can't say that works because you haven't been in that situation too. Or have you?
Which one?
Where where the guy's paying all the bills. Have you been in a relationship like that?
Yeah.
Yes. You've been in a relationship like that.
Yeah, I have.
Okay, you guys are clearly not together, so that didn't work either.
Yeah, because suddenly when that's the thing. That's why I'm like, I'm not keen on marriage because now when you're in that dynamic and whatever, suddenly someone feels like they own you. And nah, you can't own me. I'm not your. I'm a child of God.
You're a child of
I
God.
belong
What?
to God. No, I belong to God. I'm not your property.
Mm-hmm.
Because now this now all of a sudden automatically no.
Sorry, that is not spoken enough too. We speak about like obviously for a woman to be with a guy to pay all the bills, to be a provider, to take care of the car, the house, or whatever. We always speak about the pros of that. We never speak about the other side of it. Like
I get
the
feel on
cons-
the other side.
Yeah, feel. Like let's educate the young girls who aspire to have a guy pay all their bills. Let's let them know. Let's give them a picture of both the good and the bad, so they know that okay, if I want to step in a situation, this is what
That's
I'm
why
dealing
I'm
with.
not married because I feel like what I want exists. I feel like a guy that, provides and whatever, without feeling like they own you and they can do as they please and you must be a doormat or Kanye, and whatever. That guy exists, you know what I mean? And you don't have to be in a 50-50 relationship to have someone truly love you and respect you and worship the ground that you walk on.
Okay.
You know?
Now let me give you a different perspective. What if you meet a guy that's every attribute that you have, loving, what do you say, loyal, smart, but
Honest.
honest, but he can only do the 50-50 with you. Would you accept that? He can take care of himself, but he doesn't have enough to take care of you too.
Those are the 1 or 2 times that I've given it a shot. Like, okay, fine, shame. Honest.
Imagine shame. Yeah. If
Honest.
girls are going into a relationship saying, oh, shame. Yeah.
Like, no, he's honest, he's nice, and blah, blah, blah. But, but then guys are guys,
What is that supposed to mean?
Maybe he's only being nice and honest because of the 50%. Because guys now
So you
start
feel
changing.
a guy would be nice to you because he doesn't have the money like that?
Yeah, that's how most guys like.
We have
that's just how it is.
we have a woman here that's watching the show. I'm gonna put her name out there.
It's not Ghost Lady.
It's not Ghost Lady. CC, please. We can't speak about those people on the show, okay? Don't mention their name. No, can you stop? What is wrong with you? Yo, we don't speak about those people on the show, okay? Khanya, the lady that's on here, is saying
she's agreeing with me.
she's agreeing with you that niggas who are nice to women are the ones who don't have
I'm on a choice,
the cash. They don't have the choice. Are you guys even serious saying
nice.
this? So you guys are saying men who are nice don't have cash. Is that what you guys are saying?
Men who don't have money compensate with their personality. Men who don't compensate with their finance.
Okay, for you guys who are not hearing this conversation, Cece is saying men who are nice, they have to compensate with their personality because they don't have the cash. That's what she's saying. Not all of them, but most men. You agree to that?
It's similar to what I was saying, but not quite. But yeah, something along those lines. Now, every guy's nice when, we're shorter here and there.
That's not true, by the way. I'll speak for the niggas. That is not true. Just like you guys said, like the guys who are rich could be assholes once to
But
own you
then
or whatever.
that's what I was
Yeah.
about to say. Why are guys so obnoxious as soon as they feel like they've reached a certain level of financial emancipation or liberation or
Yeah.
whatever.
You know why guys are like that? Because the whole life, their value is placed on being a provider, giving someone money. When you feel like you are only valued when you pay someone's bills, you carry that. It's like a chip on your shoulder. By the time you become rich, you feel like I have the power now.
And treat women like property.
That's
like a
why
piece
certain
of-
people would actually treat women like that. Obviously, this is not for every guy, but imagine you as a woman, if you are beautiful, you automatically have value. Imagine you don't work for your value as a woman. You're pretty, automatically you have value. As a guy, you have to achieve so much for you to have value in society. So imagine what that does to you mentally.
psyche,
Mentally,
yeah.
your psyche, everything. Like, hey, my value can only be seen if I've earned this type of money. My value can only be seen if I've achieved this much in society. How could that not affect you at all?
But also, contrary to that, I also don't want, certain guys to feel like they're only worthy of love or relationship from a certain type of woman when they reach a certain level of financial blah blah blah.
Is it not?
No, it's not, because I think this is also what would happen in my previous relationship. Would have certain fights, and it's like, oh, is it because blah blah? And I'm like, dude, do you know how many people that are bawling that I've told where to get off? It's not. So it's like, don't think I'm giving you attitude because you don't have A, B, and C. This is how I am with everyone. I'm gonna put you in your place. I don't care how much you earn, who you are, whatever. I don't care. I've got boundaries with everyone.
Okay.
So it's not a matter of, oh, okay, when you whatever, then I respect you more, or I'm a better girlfriend towards you, or whatever. Just be a good guy. Just be a nice guy. And having money along with it doesn't hurt.
Are you ready to have an honest conversation? We could have an honest conversation.
Let's have
Okay.
it.
First of all, if you do have money, you are respected more. Let's not lie to each other. If you have money, you're respected more, and that's in society. Period. It's not even in a relationship, not just in a relationship. A guy that walks in a room that has money,
I feel like
his
respect is
jokes,
earned,
people
man.
laugh at these jokes that are not really that funny.
I'm not one of
if you have
those.
money, like a guy could be kicking some corny ass jokes, people are laughing. He has ice boys, people respect him. Right now in society, there are so many lames with money that have so much respect and power out there. Let's not lie about that. Money does give you a certain standing in society.
I guess that's why I'm single. Like, I'm not one of those. Like, I swear, respect is earned. I don't care who you are. Dun, 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 dun. That's just how it is. But if I connect with you and, whatever, then. But I'm not that person who's going to
So
treat someone.
would I not say you contradicting yourself because you said marriage material needs to be a guy that pays all your bills?
No, I didn't say that per se. I said for me, what would make me. I mean, I know I took a guy onto the show, like marry me. For me, that was just like, listen, um, you blocking me, man.
Guys at the back, please. The noise. Yeah.
I was like, listen, you're blocking me. If you're not serious, move out the way. Let people that are serious, whatever. And I mean, I gave you a chance, and I'm not even allowed to entertain other people and whatever, but because when are you saying you want, but you're just saying it. So yes, a man does need to provide at the end of the day, but if you have money and have a disgusting attitude and you don't know how to treat a woman, I'm that girl that's going to tell you where to get off. And I mean, literally, ask about me. Like, I don't care how much you have.
Who should I ask? I'm tired of the statement when people say ask about me. Where's my phone? Who should like, I'm calling someone. Who am I calling? Who should I ask about you?
No, in terms of, like, it's not like, oh my gosh, as soon as I have money, like, Khanya, like, drops the
Khanya,
attitude.
like I said,
No.
who are we calling? You said I should ask about you. Who are we calling?
Oh, and yes.
Yo, I need to stop with that ask about me thing. Yo, me, when I say ask about me, I'm giving you numbers, bro. You can check. I got receipts on deck. Okay? Let's speak about, but that's the thing is, like, a lot of women like say all these things, but they're not willing to be honest on camera about certain things. But we'll move on from that. That's why a lot of women are stuck in situations or marriages or relationships that are very toxic because the guy's
all in
paying
the
all the
name
bills.
of.
Because now she has to keep up the image on social media of the Louis bag. She has to keep up the image of this car. She has to get the trips. She has to get whatever. It's like, so she will be with a man that is actually a terrible person. That's a scammer. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't have the right mentality, who was not raised right. And we are living in a society where I'm finding so many girls who are like so pretty, that I know that I'm close to, are not happy internally because they're chasing the wrong things in
With
society.
basic, yeah. Yeah, with basic.
So there's a lot of like, and the funny thing in life, there's no shortcuts. You can't be like, oh, I'm gonna do it this way. Like everything comes with repercussions. Unfortunately.
I think that's why I'm still single and
So you and Kateko are not together no more.
no.
Like you guys left the show and then you guys, for people who don't know, who didn't watch the reunion, you guys had a baby.
Yeah, so we went onto the show. He gave me a promise ring. I'm like, what is this? And then afterwards, I was like, actually, we're done. This is it. And then, we found a way to get back together and fix things on condition that we go for therapy and fix one or two things.
How does a guy get back with his ex? There's a lot of guys I want to know. Like, how do you get back to your ex?
He, he pretty much came up with the proposal, which entailed therapy and certain steps.
Hey, therapy always works. So, when you come say, baby, let's go to therapy. You back in. If you have a girl, guys, I'm gonna give you some game. If you have some girl out there, right, and you gotta try to get back and it's not working, just say, let's go to therapy. I'm telling you, she's taking you back. Niggas, trust me, she is taking you back.
So fast forward, we tried that and we went for therapy and blah, blah, blah. And while we were in the process of all of that, a baby happened, which was always...
Dog, you get a baby from therapy. Like, you niggas are playing.
No.
Like,
No, wait.
yo, any guy that wants to get back with your ex, You get back with the girl and you get a baby.
No,
Damn. Yeah.
a baby between him and I within our relationship was always in the works, was always part of the plan, but within marriage because we thought we would be married by then.
Okay.
So the baby happened, but then the marriage hadn't happened yet.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, fast forward, I decided to leave. I don't think people know that enough. I'm the one that left him. I just decided one day, like, I'm just going to pack my stuff and take my baby and leave. I'm not going to be stuck in a relationship and be drenched in toxicity for the sake of keeping a man or being in a relationship or for the sake of having two parents within one household to raise a kid.
Okay,
You
wait.
know?
Khanya, let's be honest. You can't say you don't want to be stuck in a relationship, toxic. That guy is not toxic.
Uba?
Nkateko.
Hey,
Nah, come on.
Animazi.
Nah. I even got frustrated with him on the show because I felt
Guys,
he was too soft.
When I said stuff like he's fake, and this guy has a facade. He's a nice guy, but he is fake at the end of the day. He walks around with this facade, and most people fall for it. And that's why our relationship was so toxic. He's so obsessed with everyone perceiving him a certain way on the outside. But then I have to deal with the real him, behind closed doors the whole time. And I think that's why we lasted so long, because he felt like he felt safe with me. Like he could be his ugly, dark, horrible self around me and toxic self, And I think that's another thing why his mom and I ended up not getting along in the long run, is that she was enabling all of that, I mean, his mom and I were like besties in the beginning. Like we were like best friends, video calling one another literally every day, all day. And it just got to a point where she was so overly involved and she had to pick a side, and she picked her son's side.
Obviously.
And she's just like, her son is never wrong, and she just enables all his wrongdoings and good behavior. Yeah, I can do no. So
I'm not gonna lie. If he was fake and he was acting, homie, please sign up. Go to Hollywood because you are the world's greatest actor.
no, because
like, bruh,
listen, even when he was with this girl, excuse me, for 3 weeks, the first 3 weeks when the trial marriage
the
partner,
girl that was always laughing. Yeah,
yeah, whoever she is.
I like
So-
her. She's sweet. Yeah, I know. No, not like that. Come on.
Also, guys like that.
What?
Okay, anyways.
No.
So
what you
yeah.
mean? Okay,
So next thing, I mean, and then I remembered, I was like, this is how this guy was with me for our first initial 3 weeks were amazing. We were both in cloud 9.
You were also giggling.
I mean, every no.
Okay.
I mean, everyone. I mean, that's still the not even honeymoon phase. That's like, I don't know what to call it, but like
Yeah,
everyone's
there's a
like
honeymoon phase.
like
yeah.
everyone's literally
Yo,
like
there's nothing
that.
like a new relationship.
Exactly. And if you're gonna be now obsessing and chasing that new feeling over and over, like, and I think that's why some relationships don't last. Like, people want to be for like 3 week phase for forever and ever. That's why people cheat. That's why people can't commit. They're literally chasing and pursuing that feeling your first 3 weeks. And I was looking at this. I'm like, yeah, this is how him and I were, even better when we first started out. And
Just to play devil's
but
advocate.
but then with him, and then the mask started slipping off, and and I got to know the real him, and I just couldn't stand how I had to put up with the real him. And you initially think that's love, like that's someone opening up and being real with you. That's what a relationship is. Whatever. It's all about And I was just like, no, I don't. Why do other people deserve the nice side of you, and then now you just bring me the crumbs and the garbage and the dark side and the facade being off, and so I was just like, no. So on top of everything else that I was not dealing with, so that's why I just decided, listen, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to be. I mean, imagine if I married this person. I told myself, I'm not. How many people are married but single? Like, I was not about to be a married single mom anyway. So I was just like, listen, let me just leave. And when I left and got home, I was like, shucks, this now makes me a single mom. It hadn't dawned on me, and this is something I've always been afraid of. So it's until I got home, I'm like, shucks, I'm a single mom now, this is what it means. And it wasn't easy at all, but luckily for me, I had my family's support and blah, blah, blah. But yeah,
Obviously, okay, you guys are not together anymore, but are you guys still able to co-parent in a way?
you know, this is, I don't think that guy knows what co-parenting is. I think it's just wording and, that he just throws around. And he doesn't really I don't think he grasps the full meaning of what co-parenting is. Um, so I wouldn't say we are in a successful co-parenting relationship. Um, yeah, I'm a single mom, and he hadn't seen his kid in like 4 months.
Today is the day I'm gonna plug you guys. I found this amazing spot that most designers utilize. You can basically cut out the middleman, go directly to the source. This place is called Metro Lifestyle, and Graffiti is the printing space. They can make all your dreams materialize. You choose your own style, you choose your own font, you choose your own color, however you want to do it. They got designers waiting to assist you. Come on, you know what it is, Metro Lifestyle, baby. Yo, welcome back to the L-Tido podcast. If you want to get quality branding on your clothes, Graffiti is the printing space. Are you in a better mental space right now?
I won't lie to you. Yes, I am in a better mental space, but I won't lie to you and say, oh my gosh, I was so oblivious as to what was happening with me. No, I've not, I don't want to say I've suffered, but I've been aware of my mental health issues for quite some time now, before there was even any awareness around it. When you talk about mental health, people are like, oh my gosh, does that mean you? And it's like, no,
What is
so
your concept and meaning of mental health?
it's just emotions, moods, imbalances here and there, and just neutralizing all of that, and being in tune with who you are and your emotions, and if you require professional help, or certain meds for others, then go for it. Yeah, and just therapy and talking about it, and yeah.
Like, it's so crazy. Like, in the last 10 years, the word mental health and therapy amongst Black people is just so out there. It's like, I don't know if we just like, if this issue never was like a big thing way back in the days.
It's not that it wasn't a big thing. I mean, mental health has always been there, but there wasn't much awareness around it. Like I was saying, when I was exposed to it or aware of it, people were like, "Ooh, I have a man," like, and now there's just so much awareness around it. But also, it's become so not annoying, but it's become a buzzword and a buzz thing, and it's just like shush already.
Yeah.
But it's a serious matter, and there needs to be more awareness around it, and a lot more less judgment and don't around it. And also this thing of poking fun at it. Oh, this one needs help. This one, that's not funny. That's not cute.
Talking about judgment, you've been judged a lot, obviously, on the show. How did your family feel about watching you on the show? How did they feel? What was the overall opinion about your character?
You know what? It was a blend, it was a mix of. Others were like, yeah, well, you know, and then others were like, but did you have to? And I
I want
just
to know.
didn't, I
I
just
want to
didn't
know how your
care.
mom specifically felt.
My mom was just like, okay, initially before the show aired, she was like, what were you thinking? Like, I could never. Like, why would you go? Like, time isn't, or like, And then the show aired, and then she was like, okay. But then, and then all the backlash and whatever, she's like, actually, people don't really know you. And yeah, you are the way that you are, but I feel like you added a lot of prestige to the show.
Okay. Talk that.
And yeah, that was that. Yeah.
Okay. As long as your mom is cool with it.
She's cool with it, but then there's nothing that she witnessed there that she doesn't know.
Okay, that's your mom. Now let's speak about the public. When the public, because there's a thing that I've learned. People can be like wilding on social media, but when they see you in real life, it's a total different thing. Like when Khanya is walking in the street, what are people like? Yeah, right now you're so rude. Like what is the perception? How do people receive you in the streets?
Do you know what? That was the shocking parts of the entire thing. Like, you know, social media. I mean, I've blocked my, my comments and all of that stuff.
What do
But
you mean? You blocked your comments on social media?
at some point,
Okay.
and then, but I knew, all the backlash and negativity and whatever and all the feedback and whatever, and I was aware of it. And most of it was not most of it, but there was a lot of negativity surrounding me and how I was portrayed, or I portrayed myself on the show, whatever. But then when I'm out in public and whatever, I'm like, where are these people that hate me and these people that, want to come for me and whatever? Because every time people are like, oh, Khanya, oh, Sam, who else is Khanya? Like, hey, misinterpret, yeah, does each other. Like, no one's really come to me and been like, whatever, except for like one lady, but she wasn't being nasty. She was just like, oh my gosh, I wouldn't want you to date my son, and that type of stuff. But no one's been like, nasty or like try to like, So I'm like, okay, so where are these people from my socials that were like, yeah,
Nyanfuna, Kalawata, one by one, tell them.
So
Okay, now you bring me here. You have a son now, right? Would you want a son to date you? Would you want your son to date someone like you?
I feel like I'm in the process of raising the type of son and guy that I would want to be with.
No, that's not the question. The question is, that's not the question. The question is, would you want your son to date someone like Khanya?
Yes.
Why?
Because Khanya will freaking challenge you into being that guy that you're meant to be.
Okay.
As nasty as or as harsh as the approach may be and uncomfortable as she may make you feel initially, or as whatever, but she'll freaking challenge you to be into to be that guy, and love you to the moon and back.
Is it? Are you a lover?
You, it's Sam.
For real?
But to the right guy,
When you're in love, what do you do? Like, do you change your perception, your personality? Like, what does it bring?
I'm loyal to a fault, but I just dang it. Like I just become so loyal. I cut everything and everyone off. Okay, not
Is it?
everything, but like I literally, you don't have to ask me to not entertain other people. Like it just happens, and I'm such like I'm just amazing.
Have you ever cheated before?
And I need to think because
That's yes. If a woman takes time to think about
no,
something,
do you know what?
it's a
There's
yes.
a way I want to answer it. I haven't cheated on anyone that I love. And
Ah.
wait, I'm still talking. I haven't cheated on anyone that I love.
I'm
and
gonna use this one. I'm gonna use this one.
Wait.
Tino, have you ever cheated? I haven't cheated on anyone I love, right?
Wait, no, because for me, as soon as someone cheats, whether it's a guy or woman, the person doesn't love you anymore.
No, that's not true.
No, for me, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but
For me,
I have to put it out there.
if I cheat on you, then I don't love you anymore. That
women
means
and-
I'm no longer in a relationship. I'm 1 foot in and 1 foot out.
Okay, women and men are different. Just to put it out there, men will cheat even if they love you to the utmost. They will still cheat. Our cheating is not emotional. We don't cheat because you're doing something wrong at home. It's just lust. Men is just lust. Wakhala.
And you know what the crazy thing about me is? I've never really caught anyone cheating on me red-handed. Like, I'll have my assumptions, I'll see this and that, but I've never really caught anyone in the act like, you cheating on me.
Don't you have that woman intuition where you feel like
I do, but I never have enough proof and evidence.
Do you go through guys' phones?
Yeah.
So you never found evidence on the phones?
I have, but that doesn't mean anything has happened, like sexually and intimately. Like you can chat to someone, but like I said, I've never really caught anyone red-handed like cheating on me, like busy with another.
Me too, eh? I've never caught, like, I've never, I've never been in a situation, even now. Maybe guys put it out there. Hey, no, but these guys are so much trolls. But I've never been in a situation where a woman has cheated on me. If she has, she's been good.
And that's the thing I was about to say is that I'm so reluctant to be like with my chest out, but I've never been cheated on.
Me
Just because
too.
I haven't caught anyone
Me too. Maybe I haven't caught
cheat on
anyone.
me
Yeah.
red-handed and whatever, it doesn't mean. But no one's cheated
But
on
I
me.
don't think I've been cheated on. Come on, like what? Like really? Like what are you doing outside? Like come on. I don't think so. Yeah.
Yeah, so for me, I wouldn't say I've cheated on anyone unless maybe we've had like that type of fight where it's like, it's done.
We're not
But
just
it's been like a
excuses.
couple of hours. I'm joking.
You know that gap when you and your girl are fighting,
And
and
then
then
and then
before you get back together.
and then when you get back together, it's like we
Yo,
went
the cheating
together.
that happens, the
No,
cheating that
and
happens
then
yeah?
the excuse that I hate when that happens, when that interval or break happens. No, but we went together. Like
People like that fighting. So in between, they can do their thing and then come back and say, we were
I
not
actually
together.
feel like a lot of people are in open relationships without actually saying so.
Is it? Would you take back a guy that cheated on you?
Put it on so that you can do it again.
What if he, like, I mean, you can make a mistake as a guy. I told you,
Mistake.
yeah, because guys don't cheat because of like emotions. I told you.
They should because
They're not
of-
like women. Like, women mostly cheat because, like, they're not happy how you treating them and everything. It's more emotional. A guy is just lust. It has nothing to do with emotions.
which is also alarming.
That's why I feel if you're a guy, if your woman cheats on you, you should never ever take her back. As a guy.
And then as a woman, you should
As a
take,
woman,
should
you
take
can you can be open to see if the guy is really, you can entertain the thought. I'm not saying take them back, but you can explore the thought.
No, I say don't because you know how hurtful that is. So if you don't, that also means you don't care about your woman's feelings.
I'm not talking about me, because
No, I know. I'm just
I'm a good
saying,
guy.
like you're talking about emotions. Like, oh my gosh, like if a woman cheats, then it's more emotional. But I also feel like if a guy cheats, that's also emotional because that also means that how your woman feels and how disappointed she'd be and how heartbroken she would be doesn't really matter to you.
That's not true. It's not when guys cheat. I'm just speaking overall.
You're speaking like a cheat now. Why are you defending cheats?
I'm not speaking no. I'm not defending cheats. I'm just like letting you know like how guys operate, And I'm just not speaking from a personal point of view. I'm also not gonna lie and say I've never cheated, because this show is about honesty. I have cheated, but I think for a guy, it's actually important to go through that phase as a guy. I feel.
What phase? Sorry.
Like
Of
of you
cheating.
exploring the horizons. You know what I'm saying? As a guy, I feel as a guy, if you explore your horizons,
But why do you need to be in a relationship to do that? Be single and then do that freely. Don't.
I agree. I
Yeah.
agree. But I'm just saying, even that, I'm not. It's not something I'm promoting or anything. But I'm just saying, I know the importance of that. Once you go through that phase where you explore your horizons and see what you like, and you're out there doing your thing, you get over it. There's so many guys out there who women are only interested in them later on in life. Those guys are dangerous. The guys have never been given attention by women, they've never exploited themselves or whatever. By the time they get money and they are able to have women in their lives, they're like in their second childhood.
Exactly, where people are wanting to be in a relationship but live like they're single, and you need to pick a struggle. Like, are you single or you're not? Are you whatever? So like now you're wanting to be in a relationship but still carry on like you're single. And the woman that you're with, the ideal woman, is the woman that will allow you do all of that and do as you please and be a doormat, and then you guys call it peace. I want peace. She's being my peace. Peace and no.
No, but I don't think that's what guys mean when they say they need peace at home. The peace is like, I mean, as men go through a lot of struggles, fights, working, just a 9 to 5 situation. Men go through a lot in that space. You would want when you get back home to your wife or your girlfriend not to come back and be in another fight. You want your woman to be your peace. You know what I'm saying? There's a phrase when they say, when you master peace, your life becomes a masterpiece. Boss. But yeah, that is like life. That is life. Because you want to go back home and your woman is not stressing you. You don't want
Yeah,
the
but
stress at work.
I feel like guys that don't have peace within themselves have no business
No, it's not within themselves.
wanting peace from.
No, 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 no. It's not within yourself. You could have peace within yourself. I'm just saying, there's not a lot that men look for in a woman, just to be honest, right?
I know you guys just want respect.
No, yeah, women can have a long list. No, he needs to be this, that, that. Men's list is very short. A lot of men are very simple human beings. Then when I get home, a nice warm plate, peace at home. Imagine, like that's like, you know what I'm saying? That's not much to ask for, you know? So a guy never wants to get back home and he's just, yeah, in fights. No,
So then why do men still cheat when they've got that nice warm plate and the peace?
it's lust.
I guess
I'm
there's
not
no winning
condoning.
with you guys. So what must we do
yeah, but
now?
I'm not condoning it. I want you to understand. I'm speaking from
No, I hear
not
you.
only from L-Tido's point of view. I'm speaking for
In general.
just in general. Men cheat because of lust, not because of like.
So essentially, there's no winning with you guys.
It's like, no, there is winning. There's a lot of guys that are loyal, you know. Like especially black guys. But like, there's guys that are loyal.
I'm also tired of black guys, but anyway.
You tired of black guys? Yeah. No, why are you tired of black guys? Speak to me.
No, you guys are exhausting, man.
How are black guys exhausting?
Yeah, before I get any don't about
No,
I'm
you can speak your mind.
No, I'm just tired of guys, actually.
Oh, it's just guys, not black guys.
But black guys the most.
Okay, so would you entertain being with a woman?
No.
You tired of guys? You wouldn't try it with a woman. So where are we?
What's a woman for what? To do what with a woman?
You're saying you're tired of men, so I'm saying maybe like you could try explore with a woman since you are tired of men.
No, I'm just gonna get married and fall in love
With yourself?
with myself and the money, and I didn't even know. I'm tired.
You're tired.
Like I can't.
For real, they showed you that much flames in the field.
Not even. It's just I don't know. I've got zero patience left. It's not even about exhaustion. Yes, but I feel like I could be focusing on other things now.
So you're in the dating pool right now.
That dirty, messy one. Ugh, the dating pool is so yuck right now.
Okay. It's yuck, but I'm just saying, don't give up. Like, you're way too young. Like, one of our guys here at our podcast, Khanya, he retired from love. Like, he's just like, yo, I'm retired. Because he feels like women just don't, you know what I'm saying? He says it's impossible. You can't satisfy a woman. I don't want to hear another story. I am the biggest fan of love. I just want people just to be, you know what I'm saying? I feel the world would be a
No,
better
I'll
place.
always
Yeah?
be a sucker for love. But I'm trading carefully now, and when it comes, it comes.
Okay.
And I'm just the idea doesn't excite me and entice me like it used to. But yeah, I'm still open to love, but it needs to come the way that I want it to come.
All right, some guys gonna come and scoop you off your feet. Unexpected. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna come unexpected.
Okay.
When you're not looking for love, you are in a position where you're not looking for it right now. So it's gonna come unexpected and it's gonna be like, oh, like just straight
Sweep me
off.
off my feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I am a princess at the end of the day. I'm still hoping for my fairy tale, so we'll see.
Okay. I like that. I like that. I like that. So Khanya, thank you for coming. And just giving us, you know what I'm saying, your love. You know what I'm saying? Giving us your, because a lot of people think, I'm glad you are showing you are like a multifaceted woman, show different layers of you. I know in a reality show, like there's a space where we don't get to see someone holistically and get to see them. And it's not your reality show, it's about a love show. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for coming through.
Thanks for
And thank you for
having me.
trusting us in speaking, because like we were speaking about it. I mean, you hit me up like, yo, Tito, I want to come through to the show, and we spoke about that. Why did you feel like this would be a comfortable space for you to come? Because you've never done a podcast.
I've never done a podcast, and I haven't really done any interviews prior to this, and I've never met you before. But for some odd reason, I just felt like this would be the right platform for me to now speak, because I like your format, the way you conduct your podcasts, and yeah, which I felt like that would be the type of space I'd be, comfortable to speak to speak, on. And I mean, besides the podcast, I just feel like you're someone I could actually sit down and chat with. So I was just gravitating towards you. And I mean, I have had other interviewers and podcasts, approach me, but um, besides me not being around for some time, I was, turning down a lot of interviews and podcasts. But then when I felt like I'm ready to speak, you were one of the people I had in mind. And yeah, I don't regret it so far. Yeah.
Thank you so much for trusting us.
Mm-hmm.
So, what should people look forward to? There's things that you're working on in the pipeline, right?
Wait.
They're gonna see you soon. All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you guys the juice. I'm gonna let you guys know what's going on with her. But there's a lot that she's cooking. Okay, I'm gonna keep my mouth quiet.
No, but you can.
No. That's not.
Yeah,
No, that's not.
I'm secretive. I don't know about you, but anyways.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not secretive. I'm just discreet. But anyway, we out, guys. Thank you for tuning into the show, man. Like we just did our 20th episode before. We over 100,000 subscribers now. I appreciate the support. We got new sponsors on the L-Tido podcast. This royal flush is hitting. You guys saw it on the last episode. I just had the bottle here, and they hit us up saying, "Yo, L-Tido, let's work." So shout out to Royal Flush. You know what I'm saying, for coming in, collaborating with the L-Tido podcast. Shout out to all our sponsors, actually. Shout out to Ringas. I want to also give a big shout out to Samsung for holding us down. Come on, these aesthetics, don't play us. You know what I'm saying? Don't act like podcasters have flyer space and this. Come on. Shout out to Samsung. You know how we do. Don't make me talk my shit, nigga. Hey, what's about my nigga Arnas? No, they gotta know, for real. No, we ain't cutting nothing out. They gotta know. You know what I'm saying? We are very chilled on the show, but now and then you gotta pop out, You gotta talk your shit now and then. So, man, I appreciate all the love, just the energy and the synergy that's been happening has been really, really, really dope. We'll see you guys on the next one. I now never say this on the show, but please like and subscribe and share. Is that it, right? Damn, I'm getting good at this thing. We out. Much love.
You forgot to ask me what must I say to the ones that love me and the ones that hate me.